6 amps, bam, traffic has doubled. We've got people just everywhere. Look, Jorgan can't keep up with demand. Chris, his first campaign increased traffic by 200%. Chris, 3,000% boost in traffic, 1 amp. Rick, #1 in real estate, sorry, in insurance rather, for about 7 years now. He says he wouldn't be in business without it. Look at this. I can do this all day, guys. Brian increased his sales by 700% using amps alone. No technical experience, no nothing. Filling in that form, getting out that content, right? Denka actually doubled one of his businesses in terms of the client he works for, or with rather, 45 million to 100 million in sales. He doubled their business. Unbelievable. So in short, literally all over the place. And you can do this over and over and over again just by filling that form in, right? Which is why we're growing to 8 to 9 figures as a business. And of course, we're being mentioned by some of the biggest publications in the world, like Forbes Entrepreneur. And we've grown with 0 funding, right? There's no one else on the planet that can do this. It's the world's first and only. And you can only imagine, look at the crazy sample on the screen here of our distribution. Your business instantly everywhere, in every major content type, right? On every major medium and all the biggest websites in the world. And every day you're not doing this, you're being left further and further and further behind. Just remember that, because this is 2021, right? But you finally have one platform. You don't need to go to lots of different places. Just one platform, fill in one form, and we cover you. Okay. And just to recap, then you can use this AMP traffic to send buyer traffic to anything you want, all right? Or buyer traffic to anything that you want. Getting tongue-tied there. So we're talking about your own book, physical products, info products, website, online store, right? You can resell the traffic as a service to businesses. You can send direct to affiliate offers. And of course, you can profit from the crypto niche, which we'll talk about in a bit more detail in just a second. So who really quickly wants me to go over the Amplifier 2.0 features here today? We're slightly over the hour. You know, I appreciate your patience, guys. You've been a great bunch today. But we started slightly late. We had a few issues, right? But this is live and direct, like this has never been done before. And the excitement,
letting the site grow. And it's kind of like is the future. And so here's what this means, is when you make one of these sites, right, you can position yourself to own a piece of online crypto real estate. This website is like online real estate. And as this industry explodes, so will the value of your site. And so what's in these pictures right here up on screen? Well, this house on the left was one of the first, if not the first houses built in New York City. Okay, it's in the Brooklyn area. Okay, and you can just see in the background just about that there's some water in the background here. It's a waterfront house. Okay, but there's like nothing there, right? It looks like it's out in the country, not in New York, right? And this is it today on the right. Okay, and so this land now, you know, would be worth absolute millions. Okay, prime real estate, waterfront, New York City is crazy. And this is so imagine being able to do that, right? To get that house, you know, back before New York City had really exploded. And so the question is that's what's happening right now? Is that where we are right now in the crypto industry? Are we in the early stages, or are we closer to the end? Okay, and you know, just to think, it's grown a lot, because Bitcoin recently passed 60,000, it dipped back down again, it's coming back up again. Okay, you know, Bitcoin jumps all around, but as it hit 60,000, okay, it was a new all-time high that it hit just a week or so ago. That meant that one of the early programmers who decided to use Bitcoin to buy a pizza a number of years back, that cost of that pizza, the value of those Bitcoins increased to 613 million. So there's already been massive growth. And so you might be skeptical and think, well, it's already grown a lot already, but let's look at how these things pan out. And so does anyone know when the internet was invented, right? When did the internet start? Okay, well, it was 1989. Okay, 1989, and through the 90s, you know, people started to use the internet. I remember, you know, going into school and using the internet for the first time and thinking it was amazing, you know, when you use those dial-up connections and they made that funny noise. Okay, that's what it was like back, you know, like late 1999, right? And you know, Amazon was around then, and so where has Amazon gone? There was like a little bit of a bubble, right? We had the dot-com bubble. It barely even shows now in hindsight, right? But look how much it's grown since. So around, you know, 1999, the internet was 10 years in, and since that point, Amazon's grown, you know, almost 200,000%. So, you know, if you put $1 into Amazon, it'll be worth $200,000, right? That's just insane. Okay, the growth. And so, you know, the internet was early on 10 years in.